Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, NJSA 10:4-6, adequate notification of this meeting has been provided in compliance with PL 2025 C72. Notice was published on the district's website under Public Notices, posted in the Board of Education Administration Building, and filed with the city clerk. To ensure accessibility, interpreter services are available upon request. Please submit your written request at least 48 hours prior notice to the board meeting to Brenda Perry, Business Office Executive Assistant at brendaperry@hackensackschools.org. I would like to call to order the regular public meeting on Wednesday, July 29th, 2026 in the Hackensack High School Media Center at 6:16 p.m. Dr. Dennis, can you please do a roll call?
Excuse me, Trustee Alston Balaputra, did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did. She'll be arriving late.
Okay, Trustee Emma Hamza?
Here.
Trustee Carroll?
I think he just walked
He
in.
just walked in.
Okay. Trustee Gilmore?
Here.
Trustee Jones?
Here.
Vice President Martin? Here. President Harris?
Present.
I suggest a quorum, Madam President.
Okay, thank you very much. Please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Okay, so welcome. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this very nice, warm summer evening. So I just wanted to remind folks that our regular public meetings usually begin either with a student presentation, but we do not have one this evening. So we are going to go straight into our executive session. We do have a very lengthy executive session this evening. So please bear with us. I can't guarantee a time at this point, but we will keep the public posted in terms of how much longer we will be. So be it resolved that the Hackensack Board of Education determines it necessary to meet in executive session on Wednesday, July 29th, 2026 to discuss legal and personnel matters. And be it further resolved that these matters will be made public when the need for confidentiality no longer exists. Can I have a motion to go into executive, please?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, motion by Vice President Martin and a second. Second by Trustee Jones. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? All right, thank you all. It is 6:18 p.m. and we will try our best to be out before 8 o'clock. Thank you. Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience and for waiting. Can I have a motion to go back to the public, please?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, motion by Trustee Jones and a second.
Second.
Second by Vice President Martin. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone
Aye.
opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. Okay, so good evening, everyone. Thank you for waiting. For this evening, we do not have a presentation. But before we get into our public comment portion, I do have a statement that I do need to read in regards to a June data breach that happened at our district. To be fully transparent and address some of the misinformation I saw on social media, I want to inform the public of a recent data security incident that was quickly discovered and contained by our staff in late June. Initially, our board can confirm that no damage was done, no information or data was stolen, and our security measures that were in place did work. But like everything else in these situations, we learn from them to make systems stronger and better, which we have. As described in resolutions, which you will see tonight, D28 and D29, the district became aware of the possible incident when a very small number of staff members clicked on a link in what is commonly known as a phishing email. This email was sent district-wide. Per our procedures in place, our IT and administrative staff took quick internal action to contain any possible damage. As the district has insurance coverage for these kinds of incidents, we quickly notified our carrier, who then immediately arranged for the retention of outside cybersecurity teams to investigate the incident, determine what, if any, damage was caused, and to make recommendations going forward. The thorough investigation was performed over the last few weeks, and it has been determined that no data was taken, accessed, deleted, or compromised in large measure to the security systems that were already in place and the quick action by district employees. Please note that the district has a number of security measures to prevent system compromise and malicious activity, as well as the safeguard data. And we will continue to invest resources to keep students and staff data, systems, and networks secure and operational. I also ask that all of us with school email accounts, board members included, continue to be vigilant and mindful when receiving emails and opening links in our school's emails. Thank you for your attention in this matter. Okay, so at this time, we will now move into public comments. Public participation shall be governed by the following rules. A participant must be recognized by the presiding officer and must preface comments by an announcement of his or her name, municipality of residence, and group affiliation, if applicable. Each statement made by a participant during the first public comment period shall be limited to a 3-minute duration. Each statement made by a participant during the second public comment period shall be limited to a 1-minute duration. All statements, questions, or inquiries shall be directed to the presiding officer, and any questions or inquiries directed by a participant to another board member shall be redirected to the presiding officer, who shall determine if such statement, question, or inquiry shall be addressed by the presiding officer on behalf of the board or by the individual board member. At this time, public comments will now be open for anyone in person. If anyone in person here would like to speak, please come up.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Ms. Roman. I am a parent of multiple children in special education here in Hackensack. Over the last few months, I've been spending a lot of time reading IDEA and New Jersey Special Education Code, because honestly, I feel like parents had to teach ourselves these stuffs just to make sure our kids get what they're supposed to. One of my children have missed 12 speech therapies sessions because of the layoff. I've asked for the IEP to be amended so those sessions could be added up with complementary services. Mr. Pemberton told me that he needed to review the sessions, but when? Everything I've been reading says if a district doesn't provide services that are in an IEP, they have to at least look over whether complementary education is needed. Just saying, I'll review it, or okay, I saw your email, I will personally take care of it, doesn't seem like following the spirit of the law. Back in May, we were told over and over that superintendent and Department of Special Services that South Bergen Junction had services covered. We were told not to worry because they could do it all. But here we are, from everything that I have been able to find, they've only hired 5 initial speech therapists since all of Hackensack Therapies were let go. That information is taken from public South Bergen agendas. That doesn't exactly make me feel confident that there was a real plan. I've also had additional question. Mr. Pemberton is becoming the athletic director on August 1st. Ms. Kristen Bader has been out on medical leave. So who's running special services? Seriously, who's making sure evaluations are getting done? IEPs are followed, services are provided, timelines are met, and somebody's actually keeping track of all of these. It seems like having Mr. Monsanto and Mr. King run the athletic department with the stipend would have made more sense. Instead, the district decided to award Mr. Pemberton for not doing his job as been paid to do all along. And yes, I did say it. And it's personal to me because of my kids. I do want to thank you guys for bringing transportation coordinator back in the office of special services. I think that was the right decision to make. Transportation is huge for a lot of kids, especially mine. And it was a mess over the summer when I voiced my concerns about transportation issues during extended school year, our transportation coordinator was let go. If anyone saw the mess that was going on at Nellie K. Parker, especially for my 3 boys, that's my nephews, and my son, I was terrified for 2 5-year-olds not be put on the bus to come back home when I had to go to work and also be picked up in the morning. No one else had to deal with that. No one else had to see it. No one was there in Nellie K on July 1st to see the chaos that was happening. My sister still had to endure that with my oldest nephew until we got everything down. But for Mr. Pemberton to tell me that paperwork was given to the school bus and to also tell me on June 30th, we lost a lot of staff, but we checked our paperwork 3 times. But for the bus company not to have neither 3 of the boys to come home at 12:30 is devastating. If anyone knows and knows me, knows I go for bat for my kids, especially my nephews. That was heartbroken for me. My sister was pissed off, and so was I on that matter. I hope the Board of Ed starts asking some questions to parents, because I'm sitting here very frustrated with a lot of head nods, a lot of lip services, but I'm not confident on the plans that's in place. September is 4 weeks away, and I'm concerned for my kindergartner that he's not going to get his speech therapy, and my 4th grader that missed 12 sessions this past school year and not get her speech therapy this upcoming year. I've asked Mr. Pemberton, and I've CC'd Ms. Parchman in each and every email for an updated IEP for Pamela Roman, because she missed 12 sessions. And I would like for it to be put in her IEP, so there's no miscommunication come September. And I'm not here in front of you guys again begging for my kid's IEP to be amended for those 12 sessions that she missed. Thank you.
Anyone else in person that would like to speak? Okay, seeing that there are none, we're going to move to online. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, good evening. Sorry. Donna West, teacher, resident, taxpayer. I know that the 3 minutes is for the agenda item, so I'll come back on at the 1 minute. But I did notice down, I think or something about renewing the contract with HMH, which I understand. My question is, what do we do with the extra materials that we already have in the school? Because we have been consistently told that we have to order these things. And I'm just concerned. Now I'm going to put my taxpayer hat on. I'm concerned about the amount of waste, considering that we're talking about money and how we need to be more fiscally responsible. But Ms. Allen did a wonderful job of doing inventory at Parker School alone. And we have storage closets full of materials like foundations. We have HMH. We have the Reveal Math. So I'm concerned about whether or not the companies are dictating to us and saying that we have to order things, because there are certain components of the program that I'm sure with the consumables that can be replaced without whole kits being replaced. And I would just like to see the money used more wisely. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Good evening, everybody. I was initially going to get on here to ask questions regarding how the decision was made for the
I'm sorry,
direct.
can you state your name, please?
My name is Natasha Taylor, Hackensack
Thank you.
resident. You're welcome. I was initially going to get on to ask questions about how the director of athletics was chosen, but after hearing some of the things that I've heard tonight and previous to tonight, makes a lot of sense. Hackensack is doing what Hackensack does. Sounds like there was a problem, and to try to fix the problem, another problem's being added. So I guess I'll hold my questions to when there's more problems, and then they can be addressed then, because it seems like that's the way it wants to be addressed. So I'm not even going to waste my time tonight.
Thank you. At this time, public comment sections is now closed. Ms. Och Parchment, I know this was discussed during our curriculum committee. If you could just discuss in regards to what are we doing with extra materials? The question was also about, is this something that we have to order with HMH? If you could just explain that, please.
That question came up before, and I will allow my curriculum director to answer that question, or we can get back to Mrs. West if she's not able to respond to it now.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jen Lineski. I'm the Director of
evening.
Curriculum and Instruction. So to answer the question, we have multi-year contracts with various publishing companies. One of the vendors is HMH that we all are aware of, and that's the question that we're addressing in particular with that vendor. The money has been spent regardless of what we're ordering. So any adjustments in terms of what we're ordering will not net us any additional funds. So it doesn't help us save any money by not ordering. However, the instructions that every building received this year and last year in terms of ordering was that they were told to take inventory, and it's on our spreadsheets, and only order what you need, because I know in the initial order in year one, when I was not here, everyone got everything and not every part of the program is being utilized. So we have ordered and have tried not to be wasteful in terms of what we are ordering. The problem is, though, with HMH as well, is that they do not allow us to break things down further. So when we're ordering from them, I cannot order specific modules. I have to order the whole scope of every consumable for that grade level. I am not able to just say, oh, I only need 25 of module 1 for grade 1, and then I need, 15 of module 2 for grade 1. I cannot do that. It does not allow us to. I have reached out to them multiple times, and that's just not how their system works. Same thing with McGraw-Hill. McGraw-Hill for Reveal Math is very similar process. Again, multi-year deal. Money's paid over time based off of the initial materials that we decided to purchase. In terms of ordering, McGraw-Hill does allow us to itemize a bit more. There is more flexibility there, which is great. However, the same situation arises if it's a part 2, if like a book has 2 parts to it and you only need part 1 and you don't need part 2, you cannot separate that order. But in the large scheme of things, they do allow you to break things up a little bit further than HMH does. For Fundations has a whole bunch of consumables that go along with it. They have durables and they have consumables. Their durables are supposed to last multiple years. When you order their durables, it is more advantageous for us to order those larger packages because you get more, but it's also at a very discounted price, and that's their strategy. That's their business strategy. But again, schools were instructed to only order what they need. Those come out of our obviously local funds, but they also come out of the school's direct budget. In terms of what we order at the district level for Fundations, we order access to platforms, and those are itemized based off of the number of students that we have, or actually for Fundations, the number of teacher licenses. So that's something that we can easily control. So any digital resources we have more control over, and vendors are more flexible in terms of ordering. But that's just kind of a synopsis of how this whole ordering process works, especially with multiple year deals. You really have to look closely at what you're purchasing initially when you sign an agreement like that. Okay.
Thank you.
Good.
Thanks. Yes. Okay. And just to remind the public, we are not able to discuss personnel matters, so we're going to move on from that. Okay. On to our superintendent's report.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Our enrollment for Hackensack Public Schools is 4,836 students enrolled. And as you can see on the agenda, is broken down by school and program. Completed HIB investigations up until July 29th, 2026. We had 3 investigations. 2 were unfounded and 1 was founded and 1 is pending. In addition, our reimagining team continues to meet. It's the group of staff members who are helping to plan and assist with the future of our schools. We met today. We looked at situations and concerns that have been addressed or presented to me or to the Board of Education, and looking at ways to resolve some of the items addressed. Parent meetings for reimagining schools has occurred at 5 of our schools. We still have Jackson Avenue Elementary School. It had to be, we have to have that meeting again, and ECDC also. And we also finally have summer programs at each of our elementary schools that are supporting our academics and enriching our student experiences. The last day for those programs will be this week, and that is it.
Thank you, Ms. Oates Parchment. Can I have a motion to accept the superintendent's report?
Motion.
Motion by Vice President Martin.
Second.
Second by Trustee Carroll. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? All right, thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to move on to our committee reports and resolutions. Now, if you notice, the agenda is the format is a little bit different, so please bear with us as we go through this. I completely forgot to acknowledge and introduce our new board secretary slash interim business administrator, Dr. Dennis. If we can just give him a nice round of applause. Welcome. Thank you, thank you. He's keeping us in order here. So we are going to begin. We are on page 4 of our packet, and we are going to start off with personnel, and the chair of personnel is Trustee Amra Hamza.
Thank you so very much, Madam President. Before I get started with the personnel agenda, I do want to just table personnel items A4, numbers 1 through 3.
Okay, so we have a motion from Trustee Amra Hamza to table items A4, 1 through 3. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Carroll. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, excellent. So that item is tabled.
Thank you so much. The Personnel Committee met, and we have items A1 through A27 to offer, with the exception of the tabled items A4, number 1 to 3. And I do just want to highlight number A1, item 6, the appointment of our athletic director, as it is a big district-wide position, and Mr. Darius Pemberton. We know that he has very big shoes to fill, so I did want to just highlight that, and I offer that for consideration.
Okay, thank you. So we have a motion from Trustee Amra Hamza. Is there a second?
Second.
I'm sorry, say that again. Okay, second by Trustee Jones. Dr. Dennis, can you please do a roll call? We are on page 13.
All right, we have a motion and a second on personnel actions A1 through A27, and you've already tabled A4.
Correct.
Trustee Alston Balaputra,
Yes.
Trustee Amra Hamza,
Yes.
Trustee Carroll,
Yes, but I recuse myself from A1, numbers 1, 2, 18, and 26, and also A6.
Let me have that again, Trustee Carroll, so I have it correctly, right? A1, number
A1,
1 and
I have
number 2.
Numbers 1, number 2, number 18,
Yes,
number 26,
26.
and A6.
A6. Thank you. Trustee Gilmore,
Yes.
Trustee Jones.
Yes.
Vice President Martin,
Yes.
President Harris.
Yes,
Motion's carried.
thank you. And I just want to say, just for the record, on A2, there is a typo for number 20. That's page 6. I guess the public caught that.
Oh.
Page 6.
All right.
So A2, number 20. There is a typo on the stipend amount.
Oh, yeah, yes, that's very extensive stipend.
Yes. So that will be corrected. And
Yeah, we went
just,
over this 100 times.
yes, and just to also, I believe A5, you had mentioned number 3 also should have been, Remote.
Yes, actually, this person was looking for a full-time and was able to obtain it in
Excellent,
another
okay.
district, so we're just removing her. And the date is September 1, not July 1
correct.
for
Yes,
the, yes.
we do have September
Very good.
1st. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Okay, so moving on. Page 14, we are now in policy, and the chair of policy is Trustee Alston Balaputra.
Good evening, everyone. I'm taking over for former trustee Shivani Pringle. We offer, a committee met, and we offer B1 and B2. I do need to highlight some information about the district's implementation of the new state statute regarding internet-enabled devices, particularly cell phones. So I'm going to read a highlight of that. Policy is number 5516, Internet Enabled Device Policy, which is on today's agenda. In January 2026, former Governor Phil Murphy signed legislation requiring all New Jersey school districts to adopt policies governing student use of cell phones and other internet-enabled devices during the school day. In accordance with this law, our district's new policy will take effect beginning September 1st, 2026, for the start of this new school year. Over the last months, district administrators have been working collaboratively to review the policy and related regulation to ensure compliance with the new law while maintaining the flexibility needed to support our students and school communities. Our policy will ensure we abide by the new legislation while also providing for the use of cell phones on school grounds before the start of the regular school day and after the conclusion of the regular school day. To help families better understand the new requirements, the New Jersey Department of Education and the Commissioner of Education have published a set of frequently asked questions, FAQs. We have copies of the frequently asked questions. The document looks like this on the table next to the agenda for your use. We also have posted the frequently asked questions list and the guidance documents for schools regarding student use of internet-enabled devices. This document is posted to our district website. In addition to, you can find it on the New Jersey Department of Education website, but we are making sure that we push these documents out for all of our stakeholders so you have direct access to them. And please pick up a copy of the frequently asked questions. Both documents are linked next to the agenda also. So if you clicked, so for those of you participating at home, if you clicked on the, go to our homepage, Board of Education and agendas, the sub menu for agendas, these documents are also linked there as well. So please take a look at them. We know that there are going to be some changes for our students in terms of how they interact or lack thereof interaction with their cell phones. So I think it's important that students, families, and all stakeholders are really familiar and well-versed in what this will look like. And to understand that a lot of what is incorporated in our district policy is being driven by state law. So we hope that everyone stays informed of that as well. The frequently asked questions, along with the draft version of our district's policy, are available on our website for your review. We value the partnership of our families and will continue to work collaboratively as the policy is implemented. Parents and guardians are encouraged to share feedback and questions with their school administrators or central office. Thank you for your continued support as we work together to provide a safe, focused, and productive learning environment for all students. And with that, I'll offer B1 and B2.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a motion from trustee Austin Balaputra. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Jones. Any discussion? Okay, seeing that there are none, Dr. Dennis, can you please do a roll call?
We have a motion and a second for policy resolutions B1 and B2. Trustee Austin Balaputra,
Yes.
trustee Amar Hamza,
Yes.
trustee Carroll,
Yes.
trustee Gilmore,
Yes.
trustee Jones, Vice President Martin,
Yes.
President Harris.
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Thank you. Moving on, we're on page 15, moving on to curriculum, and the chair of curriculum and instruction is trustee Austin Balaputra.
Thank you, President Harris. I offer for curriculum C1 through C12 for your consideration.
Okay, is there so we have a motion from trustee Austin Balaputra. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Carroll. Any discussion? Okay, see that there are none. Dr. Dennis, roll call, please.
Right, we have a motion and a second for curriculum instruction resolutions C1 through C12. Trustee Austin Balaputra,
Yes.
trustee Amar Hamza,
Yes.
trustee Carroll,
Yes.
trustee Gilmore,
Yes.
trustee Jones, Vice President Martin,
Yes.
President Harris.
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Thank you. Moving on, page 19, finance, and the chair for finance is trustee Gilmore.
Hi, good evening. I'm taking over finance for newly retired trustee Mark Stein. And tonight, on behalf of the Finance Committee, we met a couple weeks ago, and I would like to offer resolutions for your consideration D1 through D29, but I would like to highlight a few. D8, I would like to highlight the approval of the continuation of the SRO agreement with the city at no additional cost. Tonight, we are accepting more than $415,000 in grants and grant funding that will support literacy initiatives, professional development, and environmental education while helping to reduce the tax burden on local taxpayers. They are the Focus Grant, Impact Grant, and Trees for School Grant. Excuse me. And lastly, we are fortunate to receive generous community donations. D7 is a donation from the Nellie K. Parker PTA in the amount of $3,400 to support nonverbal and limited verbal students on the playground. And D24, we are accepting $300 from the Hackensack chapter of Unico National to support the Hackensack High School Italian AP program. So I have for your consideration D1 through D29.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So we have a motion from trustee Gilmore. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by trustee Erma Hamza. Any discussion? Okay, seeing that there are none. Dr. Dennis, can you please do a roll call?
We have a motion and a second for finance resolutions D1 through D29. Trustee Alston Balaputra.
I'm yes to all except for D2. I need to abstain.
D number 2, abstention so noted.
Thank you.
Trustee Emma Hamza.
Yes to all.
Trustee Carroll.
Yes.
Trustee Gilmore.
Oh, I'm sorry. What numbers? Yeah. D4, I think it is. But D8. D8. Yes. I have to recuse myself from D8. Yes to the rest.
So noted. So yes to all except for D4, abstain.
D8.
Oh, D8, D8.
D8.
Got it. Okay, very good. So recorded. Trustee Gilmore.
Yes to all, and I have to recuse myself from D8 as well.
Trustee Jones.
Aye.
Vice President Martin.
Yes.
President Harris.
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Thank you. Moving on, we are on page 24, Buildings and Grounds, and the Chair for Buildings and Grounds is Vice President Martin.
Building and grounds is pretty much standard. I'd like to motion E1 through E13.
Second.
So we have a motion from Vice President Martin, second by
Second.
Trustee Carroll. Any discussion? Okay, moving on. Dr. Dennis, can you please do a roll call?
All right, we have a motion for Buildings and Grounds Resolutions E1 through E13. Before I call the roll, I want to note on E9, which is the replacement of the Jackson School Playground replacement. You will notice I have pending capital funding. I haven't identified where those funds are coming, so the project will move forward once I've identified the funding and I let the full board know that we do have the money to move forward with the project.
Thank you.
Excellent, thank you.
Excellent.
Trustee Alston Balaputra.
Yes.
Trustee Emma Hamza.
Yes.
Trustee Carroll.
Yes.
Trustee Gilmore.
Yes.
Trustee Jones.
Yes.
Vice President Martin.
Yes.
President Harris.
Yes,
Motion's carried.
thank you. And before we move forward, I need to make a motion, someone make a motion for us to extend our meeting past 10 o'clock. It is
Motion.
9:58. So we have a motion from trustee Gilmore, a second by Vice President Martin. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? All right, thank you so much. We're going to try to move this as quickly as possible. All right. So we just did this and we are now moving on.
So
We're on page 26?
we're on page 26.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
Madam President, moving on to legal other.
Thank you. Okay, so we are moving on to legal other and trustee Emma Hamza will take this one.
Thank you very much, Madam President. Two separate sets of resolutions to be voted on. The first resolution, F1, is a resolution on the non-renewal of the superintendent's employment contract. And be it resolved that the Hackensack Board of Education, in accordance with Article 6A4 of the December 2023 employment contract, hereby approves the non-renewal of Dr. Thomas J. McBride Jr.'s employment as superintendent of the Hackensack Public School District effective June 30th, 2027. And be it further resolved that the interim SBA board secretary is directed to send written notice of this non-renewal to Dr. McBride, and the board's general counsel is directed to send written notice to Dr. McBride's legal counsel. So I offer item F1 for consideration.
Thank you. Dr. Dennis, can you please do a roll call?
We need a second.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
A second.
The lateness is getting to me. Okay, so we have a motion from trustee Amar Hamza. Is there a second?
A second.
Second by trustee Gilmore.
I will
Now-
have a motion and a second
Thank you.
on F1. Trustee Olson Balaputra,
Yes.
trustee Amar Hamza,
Yes.
trustee Carroll,
I recuse.
trustee Gilmore,
Yes.
trustee Jones,
Yes.
vice president Martin,
Yes.
president Harris.
Yes,
So carried.
thank you. All right, so moving on to other personnel.
We didn't do community relations.
ah,
Oh, it was-
Okay, okay, so we're moving on to other personnel items, and that will be for trustee Amar Hamza.
Thank you, Madam President. We have other personnel items F2 through F7 for consideration.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Carroll. Dr. Dennis, can you please do a roll call?
We have a motion and a second for F2 through F7. Trustee Alston Balaputra,
Yes to all with the exception, I'm voting no to F4.
F4, no, so recorded. Trustee Amar Hamza,
Yes to all.
trustee Carroll,
Yes.
trustee Gilmore, trustee Jones,
Yes.
vice president Martin,
Yes.
president Harris.
I need to abstain on F2, F3, and yes to all.
So noted, motion carried.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, now we're going to move to community relations. And the chair of community relations is trustee Gilmore.
Excuse me. So the Community Relations Committee met last week. It was a short meeting. It was essentially to distribute the Reimagine one-pagers to the committee, asking them to share it with their friends and family, encourage their participation in the sessions. And I don't know if many of you know, the Community Relations, this committee's term will be ending in December. So there will be new applications going out for new community members, so be on the lookout for that. And lastly, we plan to have a presence at each of the back-to-school nights, sharing information to the community about what we're doing and some of the initiatives that we hope to do. So please be on the lookout for that. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so now we're going to move on to our second public comment portion. Each statement made by a participant during the second public comment period shall be limited to a 1-minute duration. Is there anyone in person that would like to speak? Seeing that there are none, is there anyone online?
Hi, Donna West again. Very quickly, welcome back, Dr. Dennis. I didn't think I would see you again. Oh my goodness. Positive, I wanted to just say we have a temporary, or I'm told he's a temporary custodian at our school, and he has been absolutely amazing. I'm not giving you his name because then you might take him from us, but this guy has been absolutely, absolutely amazing. I've heard a couple of you say tonight about pushing information out, pushing it out, pushing it out. And it would seem like the district is relying a lot on Parent Square, but I will tell you that we were given Parent Square as a, figure it out. And I can imagine that many of the families have figured it out. And I know that because I did attend the reimagining meeting at my school on Monday, and several of the parents had not received the information. So I do want us to really consider training the staff on Parent Square again, but especially our families, if that is the means of communication, when we just assume that a lot of people know how to use it and they don't. One last thing, I'm so sorry. Really quickly, if someone can explain, bilingual kids used to exit at 4, and now they've been, the score has been lowered, their access scores to 3.6. And a lot of the students I know personally struggled in Gen Ed this year, and yet we're not allowed to retain them. So I'm trying to figure out what's the rationale for exiting them now at lower scores, setting some of them up to struggle. And then we can't retain them, and we're struggling somehow to help them meet grade level standards. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your summer.
Thank you. You as well. Anyone else online?
Hi. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, good evening.
Hi, Carmen Bryn Morton, parent at Nellie K. Parker. I also attended the reimagining meeting at Nellie K. Parker. I also have to say there weren't a lot of parents there. I also wanted to ask, I know that there was mentioned of like focus groups that were going to be met over the summer with the board to kind of get to kind of meet with you guys more, to get our input more. Though the meeting was informative, I don't think it, I don't know. I don't think it was informative enough for me to feel comfortable with going into September. So I think Ms. West is right in terms of Parent Square. I don't think it's getting to especially the Latino community. I also would say that having it in English and in Spanish probably would have been imperative. I know there was a mom outside. I had to ask her, did you understand what was going on? And, her daughter, who was in middle school, said, well, I'm sorry if my time went up. She was able to translate for her. But I tried to explain to her to the best of my capability. But yeah, I wanted to know where we were with that, because I know that was mentioned at other board meetings that there were going to be groups met over the summer.
Thank you. That's it. Okay, thank you. So the second public comment portion is now closed. Ms. Parchman, are we able to answer about the bilingual students exiting with a lower score?
Mrs. Moncloa will be coming to respond.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. The state cut score has not changed. It's 4.5 to declassify student. That alone doesn't declassify student. Students are declassified multilingual through the cut score of 4.5. Additionally, teacher recommendation. So unless we have those two things, we can't exit. For example, this year, I had a child with a 5.1 didn't exit because the teachers, so I don't exit students. The teachers actually exit them. Their scores plus the recommendations of the teachers. What historically has happened, and it happens all over the state, is when a child reaches a certain proficiency level, such as 3.6, we recommend them to come out of a bilingual setting in which they are experiencing a lot of Spanish instruction, and we want to put them in more immersive environments, which the state allows us to do. Otherwise, alternatively, the parents refuse services. For example, after we get their access scores, we send out letters to parents saying your child is going to be in a bilingual program. In the last 2 weeks, I've gotten over 25 parent refusals. So I have to take them out of a bilingual setting. They are allowed to refuse services in a bilingual setting. They're allowed to refuse ESL services or any combinations. I'm not allowed to even recommend, just give them options per the state. So while we do want to offer students opportunities to have more immersive English environments, and while we do want them to be exposed to more English as they progress, we do that very, very carefully. We don't just look at an access score. I look at report cards. I look at grade books in middle school. I call parents. I'm keeping my parent log of all the parents I've called for the past 3 weekends and have deep conversations with parents. That's how we move kids out of bilingual settings. I repeat, moving them out of a bilingual setting into a sheltered instruction setting is not the same as exiting multilingual status. I hope that answers the question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just wanted to also comment about the Spanish session for reimagining schools. I just want everyone to know we're committed, especially in Hackensack, to always translate information in Spanish and in English. Our schools have a Spanish session and an English session. I know they had that at Hackensack Middle School recently. So we will revisit it with the building principal to see when we can have the session for Spanish-speaking parents. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving on now to board comments. So Trustee Gilmore.
Excuse me. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. Just wanted to wish everyone a happy remainder of your summer and looking forward to a great upcoming school year, reimagined school year.
Trustee Amar Hamza.
I do want to thank Acting Superintendent Parchment and the entire Reimagine committee for all of the hard work that they've put into putting together the one-pagers, coordinating the meetings. Obviously, we would love to have maximal participation. So we hope that folks will continue to access the information. I think there's recordings or materials that folks can access. And so please share information about all of that. I do also want to congratulate Mr. Pemberton, on his new position. And we wish him all the best. Again, huge shoes to fill, but we do wish him all the best. And just hoping everyone has a wonderful rest of the summer.
Thank you. Trustee Carroll.
Yeah, the summer's flying by. So enjoy the rest and everybody be safe and have a good night.
Thank you. Trustee Jones.
You hear me? I also want to congratulate Mr. Pemberton on the athletic director position. I know he's very passionate about sports in Hackensack. I think you're going to do an incredible job. And also, I wanted to welcome Dr. Dennis. It's been a pleasure thus far, sir. That's all. Everybody enjoy the rest of your summer.
Thank you. Trustee Austin Balaputra.
I echo those sentiments. I'm enjoying meeting and to know and working with Dr. Dennis. Congratulations to Darius Pemberton and his appointment as athletic director. I'm excited about that as well. I was fortunate enough to attend the reimagining session at Hackensack Middle School. While the attendance was lower than I expected, it was a great session. I wish more parents and families took advantage of it. The sessions were, at the middle school at least, offered in English and Spanish. Ms. Moncloa was in the house, and it was great to see and get to talk with Dr. Whiting, who ran the English version of the session. I'm excited for what's to come at the middle school this year. The one pager was very helpful. The middle school also has some sessions for incoming students, not just for the incoming fifth graders, but they talked about orientation sessions for new students who are new to the middle school who are older than fifth grade. And I think that will be very helpful for students and the incoming families. So I'm really excited about Dr. Whiting and what her team is doing there. So it was really great to get to participate in that. So Good night, everyone, and be safe. And we'll see you next week.
Yes. Vice President Martin.
Okay, I wish everybody a healthy summer, what's left of it. And please keep your eyes open for the Junior Police Academy, which will be coming up next month under the Chief Antista and Lieutenant Persia out of the Juvenile Division. You can attend that.
Captain DePersia now. He was promoted.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Persia to Captain Persia of the Juvenile Division. Congratulations. And please, stop by. They're still located at Nellie K. Then stop by Jackson Avenue School and see some of the good things that our students are doing. I believe it's close to about, the last I heard was about 80 some odd students. So also my big pet peeve is continue on, please, coming to the mic, coming in person. We're always looking forward to hearing from you, hearing your concerns, and they're very important to us, and whatever we can do, we will do, or bring it to the proper people in Ms. Oaks Parchment Cabinet. Thank you again, and have a good evening.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Oaks Parchment.
I neglected to welcome Dr. Dennis. I look forward to working with him again. And I'm very excited about the appointment of Mr. Darius Pemberton, who I look forward to working with, who is going to bring great vision and extend the great vision already of the athletic department. Well-deserved, and congratulations, Mr. Pemberton.
All right, thank you. Very quickly, again, there are reimagining meetings. If you haven't gone to one, please attend to your school buildings. The reimagining meetings, they are in Spanish and in English. I was also told, and I saw in Parent Square, there were some schools that did create a one-pager for like frequently asked questions or just informative. I thought that was very helpful. Also, we do have a month left of the summer. Please enjoy as many days as possible. Shout out to the city who has a lot of free activities going on over the summer. Take advantage of those days, the concerts, the movies, the yoga under the stars, the salsa going on.
The library with their teen space.
The library with the teen space. There's AC in the library and a lot of very cool splash pads. So there's a lot going on in the city, and it's a very great time to be in Hackensack, and just take advantage of that. And again, congratulations to Mr. Pemberton as our new athletic director. You definitely have some big shoes to fill, but we are very confident that you will do well. And welcome Dr. Dennis to our board. All right. So unfortunately, we cannot adjourn the meeting. We are going to return back to executive session to finish up some items that we need to discuss. However, no action will be taken after that. So that means that our online portion will be closed, everything else will be off, and then we'll be closing the meeting after our executive session. So at this time, can I have a motion for us to go into executive session, please?
I'll offer.
Okay, so we have a motion from Trustee Emrys Hamza.
You have to stay for personal and legal matters.
Yes, okay, so just to clarify, that executive session is staying for the discussion of legal and personnel matters. Gracias. All right. So we have a motion from Trustee Emrys Hamza and a second from Trustee Jones. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, thank you all. It is 10:18. Thank you all for staying with us this evening, and I hope you have a great and safe summer.